Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Open. Chicago with the lead. Piper got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws. Out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle at the 15 to the 20. Breaks free to the 25 to the 30 to the outside. 40 midfield. 40, 30 to the coast. 20, 15. Hester 5. Oh! Touchdown!
Toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Shawn and Maya in the morning on this Hump Day edition. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Come on, go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple, but wait, there's more. Go to the show's page, go to Shawn and Maya, like that page as well. So not only will you be following Sports Zone Chicago, but you'll be following Shawn and Maya in the morning as well. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, guys, go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell next to it. And that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, watch this on our mobile app. Yay. Listen, please don't tell me you didn't know we had a mobile app. Come on, baby. What's going on? All right. So go to wherever you get your apps from. It doesn't matter whether it's iTunes or Google Play or Amazon or Walmart or Kmart or 7-Eleven, Zayre, Zemsky, Macy, Montgomery Ward, Woolworths, Webolts, Gold Blast. It doesn't matter. You go there, you type in Sports Zone Chicago, you download it. You take us with you on the go, so not only do you get Shawn and Maya in the morning 3 days a week, not only do you get our other live shows throughout the week, and not only are they archived there like they are on Facebook and YouTube, but I'll tell you what, we give you a slew, and I mean a slew of articles thanks to my man Clarence Council III. Big up to Clarence for keeping you abreast of all articles Chicago sports related. Now, if you're watching this on a Roku channel, I like that kind of party, baby, and if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Sports Zone Chicago, we have our own Roku. So if you have a Roku television in the house, do us a favor. Download Sports Zone Chicago's channel to your television. Put it there. Put it there right next to the big boys. Netflix, Hulu, Apple Plus, Prime Video, HBO Max, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, Stars. Crazy Kane is getting dope. Put it there. Watch it on the big screen. Help run the big screen, right, Mickey? Vicky, now. You can also tweet the show. Tweet us at Sports Zone Shy. That's CHI at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me personally online. Want to know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. Guys, we got a great show, but I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching us on, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or our mobile app, leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up here in the thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, is what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around, and that's you. So bring them all, baby. Questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. And like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it. Just bring it. Let's check the chat and see what's going on over there. My man Armando Emeterio Lara Jr., my man Jr.'s going out. He's checking in today. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yes. My man Jay Grizz checking in. What's up, Papa? Coming in from the East Coast. Jay Grizz, he says, go Cubs. Don't start your nonsense already, bro. Don't do that. Don't start that nonsense right now, bro. What the hell? Anyway, I'm just messing with you. Listen, I don't know a lot about a lot, but I do know this. More of the usual suspects will chime in as the show goes on. That, my peoples, I can promise you. Listen, we got a good show, man. We have a lot to talk about today. Holy cow. We got opening day tomorrow, which is what they're talking about, Jay Chris, which is what they're talking about, man. All right. I'm excited about it. Should be a fun time. Different expectations for each side of the city. So, yeah, we'll see. We will see. But not only that, we have some basketball, some Bulls to talk. Our Bullies, baby. Our Bullies won 7 of the last 10 games. Woo, Charlie. Telling you, our Bulls are doing it. Doing it well. Man, I love it. Shawn Wall's checking in. He goes, what's up on a hump day? How them burpees from yesterday? Them burpees from yesterday still suck, Mashawn. They still suck. So burpees yesterday was the second to last exercise, and then 50 double unders was the last exercise. I did the 50 double unders first because I knew I wasn't going to get through the 50 burpees in the amount of time that I had left. So I just did the 50 double unders and saved the burpees for last. I got through 25 burpees before the time ran out. And I'm like, I'm good. We got some Bulls to talk, man. Billy Donovan was on the radio this morning talking about his team, and I like it. There's a lot of good stuff that he said. We're going to go over some of that today. Great stuff from that. We have a lot of baseball to talk. All right, as I talked about, opening day is tomorrow. Cub fans are in the AZ, staying in the AZ. White Sox fans run south side. All right, and we got some Bears to talk. We got some NCAA hoops. So we have a lot to talk. So as our old Hawk Harrelson our old uncle Hawk Harrelson used to say, sit back, relax, and strap it down. Because we got a good show for you, baby. We got a good show for you. And we're going to talk about some signings, some NFL free agent signings that are going to cause you to raise an eyebrow or two. Yeah, we got telling you, we have a couple of things here. A couple of free agent signings in the NFL that really got you saying, and that we're trying to fit the pieces to the puzzle. To borrow the words from Fat Joe. Like pieces to the puzzle. Something I know me and my people is going bubble. Came out the gate, out some FloJo shit. Oh, man. But I'm going to put this in there. I didn't do that. Right. But it's going to be some good stuff, and I'm fired up about it. Fired up to talk some sports with you guys, as always, as I do 3 times a week. And I love it. I love it because it's fun. Our interactions are pretty dope. You guys are a great start to my day. Let me just say that. You guys are a great start to my day, and I love it. Jay Gris says, hopefully my Cubs are trading young phenom Cam Smith to the Braves. The Bravos, excuse me. Yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough when you trade away prospects because you don't know how they're gonna pan out. And the unfortunate part is this. You don't know. So say they go and they have success somewhere else. That doesn't mean they would have had that success here. Because all situations are different. Say they go somewhere else and they suck. Doesn't mean he would have sucked here. And that's the only thing. It's the what if game. When you trade away prospects, the what if. You know, Boston Boston won that trade for Chris Sale. All right. Yoel Moncada was the number one prospect in the minors. Really had one good year, maybe one or two okay years. And that's stretching it. Okay. So that, Boston won that one. All right. The Nationals, then also don't forget Lucas Giolito. It's frustrating because when you trade for prospects, you don't know how your development squad, your development team, how the minors, the people who develop your players in the minors are going to develop this particular prospect. And that's a huge problem. Because they might take to a coach, or they might get turned off by a coach. They might philosophically, you might have differences. All right, so it's crazy. Situations mean so much. Where you land, who you adapt to, who you connect with, in the coaching staff, all those things matter. And it doesn't matter just in baseball; it matters in all sports. I mean, look at the Bulls. Look at the Bulls. Foster Covers checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? Hey, don't you black? White Sox keep making the wrong deal constantly. Don't speak ill will of the good guys on the South Side. I know they suck, but don't blaspheme on here, buddy. But that's it. That you have to. For so long, the White Sox minor league farm system sucked. Who have they developed that has become a star? Who have they developed? The Plankster checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? He says, good morning, Shawn. Sports owners, bear down, baby. Levette Lee checking in. Good morning, man. How are you? Say, what's up, Shawn? What's up, man? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a good day. The last person they drafted and developed into an all-star was Tim Anderson. It was Tim Anderson. Nope, they didn't draft Lewis Robert. Well, they signed him, so technically they signed him. He didn't come over in a trade or anything, so yeah, Lewis Robert. But it's not a very long list. Not a very long list. Yeah, technically. Well, we acquired him. That's fine. I mean, I'll go with that because it's a lot sooner than Tim Anderson was. Speaking of Tim Anderson returns to the South Side. Him and Yo-Yo tomorrow. Actually, they're probably here right now. Return to the South Side as members of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, looking for redemption. And I wish Tim nothing but the best. All right, I wish Tim nothing but the best. He made some poor decisions. Foster Covers. He's made some poor decisions. Okay, and decisions that are bigger than baseball. Unfortunately, those decisions have affected his baseball career. But he's coming back. He's trying to get a new lease on life. And that's what America's about. America loves comeback stories. The same people who hype you and raise you to the heights of greatness are the same people who love to tear you down. Foster, I agree too. I thought he was going to be that dude. He was very erratic, very free swinging early on in his career. He settled down. He became a phenomenal hitter. Batted 300, 3, 4, 5 years in a row. Won the batting title, came in second or third once or twice. I mean, this kid was it. Then off the field issues got him. So I did too, Foster Covers. I did too. And I was hoping he would be, he had that swag. He had that youthful exuberance that everybody likes to see youngsters play with. He had attitude. All right, little chip on his shoulder, coming from Tuscaloosa, Alabama to the show. I loved it. His swag was something else, boy. Something else. You know, my guy Junior always says, man, that Field of Dreams game seems like 25, 30 years ago. But it's that walk-off Oppo, that Oppo taco to walk it off against the Yankees. That was insane. That probably could have been the biggest moment of his career. And that's a shame. That is the biggest moment of your career. Maybe winning the batting title. Okay, that could be too. But the exuberance that he had when he hit that home run against the Yankees in Iowa, that was crazy. Crazy. Man, King Booker World checking in. He said, salute everybody. And Shawn, what's up, Papa? How are you? Thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. You know I do. Told the usual suspects going to chime in. I love it. I love it. I love it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Hey, guys, let's get a crack-a-lackin'. Guys, you know how we do. The first segment of every show is called Top of the Morning.
It won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
Let's see, just checking in. My guy Rick Gonzalez checking in. Say good morning, Shawn, and everybody in the chat. Bear the F down. Sox start another season disappointment. Yeah. Well, it might not be. Well, here's the sad part about it, Rick. Here's the sad part. The Sox could lose 100 games this year, and it would be a massive improvement. That's how crazy that shit was last year. The Sox could still lose 100 games. You go 62 and 100. You go 62 and 100, and that's a massive upgrade, massive improvement from last year. How fucked up is that? Oh, pardon me, the doctor. Sorry, the only reason I took it is I have a doctor's appointment today, and they're calling. I'm like, what the fudge? My apologies. Usually I won't. But Shawn, I'm not optimistic for tomorrow. No, I'm not either. But you know, what I was saying was you can lose 120 games. You go 62 and 100, and you consider that a success. That's how crazy last year was. 62 and 100 this year. If you do that, it's a massive improvement. I don't know where to go from there, baby. I really don't. But let's get it crack-a-lackin', baby. Let's get it. You know what? Let's talk about some fun shit. That's what I'm talking about, baby. The other day, the Bulls, baby. Only the Bulls. Only the Bulls. Bulls went to the Mile High City, baby. Listen, look at this stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. The Bulls beat the Denver Nuggets 129-119 in the Mile High City. Kobe White, 37 points. Josh Giddey. What I tell you, I'm Mr. Flirt with your triple-double, 26 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. Denton Terry and Jalen Smith each had 14 points. Vooch, 13 points, 8 rebounds. Now, it must be stated that the Joker, Jokic, did not play. But I'll tell you what, I don't give a shit. I don't. Nobody gives a damn when Kobe White's out, when Lonzo Ball's was out for 2 years, when Zach was out, when DeMar was out, when Vooch was out, when Io was out. No one cares at that point. You still got to play. Counts as a W. There's no asterisk next to it to that W. You won. You're out. Too bad. You know, and I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem. That's what you're supposed to do. When the team you're facing is missing their best player three-time NBA MVP, you attack and you go get them. And that's the biggest thing I think I love about this team is they go after people. They don't give a shit. They go after people. They don't give a damn who you are. Who you think it is? Who you think you is? Who you think you is? They don't care. They do not care. Just like Samuel Gerard in The Fugitive. I do not care. That's what the Bulls are saying. Remember he had Harrison Ford in the was it when he was about to jump off the dam? I do not care. Oh no. He said it to his guy when he shot the fugitive, the big black dude in Indiana. And the bullet whistled by the youngster's ear. He goes, "Is this your good ear?" Actually, he said, "I do not negotiate." But you know, it fit that situation perfectly. So again, the Bulls have been doing some great stuff. Staying with the Bulls. The Bulls tomorrow, they host the La Lakes. Team they just smacked, dude, they just beat them by like 72 the other day. The Bulls host the Los Angeles Lakers at the United Center tomorrow. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock Central. You can catch that game on Chicago Sports Network or listen to it on their flagship station, 670 AM. So I want to see can the Bulls continue this hot pace. Here's a question I really want answered. We're gonna get that answer tomorrow. Are the youngsters getting full of themselves because they're playing well? Are they getting full of themselves because they're playing the Lakers that they just smacked their candy ass on? They beat them by what, 40 something, 45, 46? So do you come in tomorrow? You come in tomorrow taking his team lightly? I hope not, because you ain't that good. You ain't that good. You're playing well. But right now, I can't even say that. They are really good. King Booker World, shit, you ain't lying. He said, if you'd have told me the Bulls would be the team that others do not want to see in the playoffs, I would ask you what color crack you smoking. You ain't lying. Who would have thunk it? Even this year, middle of the season, before the trade deadline, that the Bulls would be a Mickey-Ficky problem. Who would have thought that? No one wants to see this team. If the Bulls, Rick says the Bulls make it out of the play-in game, do they really think they can beat the Cavs? Not in a series. They could beat them. Not in a series. But you know what that does is that gives you motivation, that gives you ammunition going into next season. Okay? It does. Because the Bulls ain't scared. They ain't scared of Cleveland. They might be outmatched, but they ain't scared. And that's what I like. That's what I love about the youthful ignorance, about Billy's coaching, and about the makeup of this young squad. There's guys who got a chip on their shoulder. Kevin Huerter is riding the bench. Comes here, this dude is knocking threes down like it's going out of style. Zach Collins, another dude, riding the bench, not getting much tick. Comes here, three-point shooter, great passer, rim protector. Running up and down the court, filling the lanes. Trey Jones, phenomenal job of running this offense. And you know how I feel about Josh Giddey. Sometimes this is the classic example of a change of scenery helping all parties. or helping one party. Because the Bulls are something else, boy. They're something else. King Booker Wells says, I think it'll go 6 games, but the Cavs will pull it out. Yeah, I don't think they have enough firepower to beat the Cavs. But they ain't scared. They're going down punching. They're going down punching. So I love it. I love what they're doing. Foster covers. I'm just like the chip. The chip and heart can go a long way. I was supposed to be dead before 35, according to many. Family included, I'm damn near 60. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, that chip is something else, boy. That chip on that shoulder. That chip on that shoulder. Woo, Charlie, that's a powerful thing. That's one hell of a motivator. That's one hell of a motivator for a lot of people. Obviously, it was a hell of a motivator for you, Foster. It was. This is a team I can't wait till they play. I've got to watch them. So tomorrow, in my drunken state, if I go after the Sox home opener, I'll be watching the Bulls. Oh, man, that's funny. But listen, let's take a quick break. All right, on the other side of the break, we'll finish up with top of the morning topics. All right, so don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Many will hear the calling. Few will earn the title. United States Marine. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. You know, I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
We are looking for a few heroes, mentors, trailblazers, innovators, a passion to change lives, spark curiosity, open hearts, and awaken minds, help students answer the question, who am I? This could be your calling, but this is no job. It's the journey of a lifetime. Be a hero. Be a teacher.
Mental health and learning disorders don't discriminate. 17 million children and adolescents in the United States live with disorders like anxiety, depression, ADHD, and dyslexia. Less than half get the help they need to thrive. Help the Child Mind Institute change these children's lives. Visit childmind.org.
William Smith White
with the cross, the drive, and the score.
Oh, let me get some butter with that roll, Kobe White.
23 championship run. Herder drives, clean up for the dunk.
Watch your head.
Williams to Terry, inside. Williams follows it up.
Oh, big time finish.
7. Working on Najee, the cross, the drive, and the score.
Boy, he just undressed him.
Good job by Herder.
Good anticipation.
Stepped in front of Brown. Terry's wide open underneath.
There you go, DT. And good find by Kevin Hurst.
White to a rolling Smith. The kick out for Terry. Can he make it 4-4?
Dalen Terry, bang, bang, bang.
Dalen Terry, bang, bang, bang. Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning at Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of Chicago Sportsnet. Those are the Bullies on Monday night in the Mile High City, taking on the Nuggies. The Nuggets. Man, what a game. Big win by the boys. Very, very impressed. Very impressed. I know the Joker wasn't playing. I'm not going to take their shine away from them. 129-119 win in the Mile High City. And here's the crazy thing. If you watched it, they could have kept running. They could have kept running and blew this team out of the gym. But Billy's like, nah, we're good. We're straight. We got a good lead. And man, it is so fun to see those Jokers, man. It really, really, man. Oh, snap. Black Diamond is back, baby. He's been out. Just like the prodigal son, he's returned. Good to see you, Baba. Good to see you. Hey, I need some more mock drafts, baby. I need some mock drafts. No one sent me any mock drafts. Come on, I want to do it. I want to do that segment. Are you mocking me? So I need some mock drafts. Black Diamond, I know you're good for one or two. Junior, Rick, Foster, Michonne. All right, Jay Grizz, Junior, King Booker World. Come on, baby, give me some mocks. Give me some mocks. I want to do that. That'll be dope. Are you mocking me? Are you mocking me? Let's get back into it, baby. Let's get it cracking like it. Where we at? Oh, speaking of the Bullies. We should have did this right before we went to break. Kobe White. This is how on fire this Mother Hubbard is. Kobe White was named the Eastern Conference Player of the Week for the second consecutive week. Only other Bull to ever do that is one Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I think this one was in 88. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Kobe White is playing with a confidence that I have not seen from him ever. Ever. And I like it. Kobe White in March. 29.8 points per game, 6th in the NBA. 4.7 rebounds. 3.7 assists. 50% from the field. And 7 free throws a game. That's what he's been doing in March. Hats off to you, young man. Keep that shit going. Keep that going. Because you have given us a reason to watch. Good. You're going to give me a mock? Good. Guys, make sure you follow me on Facebook. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter. If you're on Instagram, you can direct message me with you can send the image of your mock draft. All right. But yeah, do that for me. I want to have a couple for Friday. Okay. Have a couple for Friday. Yep. Well, let's keep it moving. The next top of the morning topic. The Blackhawks. Tonight, the Blackhawks host the New Jersey Devils at the United Center. Puck drop is at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. A little early start. You can catch that game on Chicago Sportsnet or listen to it on their flagship station, 7:20 a.m. What we got here? Foster says, we asked this question earlier in the season. Can Kobe take the lead role with DeRozan gone? It appears this far he can. So far he has. Well, it's because of DeMar. Remember, DeMar took these youngsters under the wing. He took Kobe under his wing. He took Ayo under his wing. And this is the whole purpose of having veterans, established veterans, play in front of you or play on the same team with you. Okay, in football, it's a little different. You'd rather have them at the same position. But in basketball, I mean, I guess they're both shooting guards. But the thing about that is you see the words of, like, can you imagine the conversations that DeMar and Kobe and Ayo had? Can you imagine? Can you imagine the questions that those guys had for DeMar? After DeMar's first year and he hit those back-to-back game winners 2 consecutive nights, only time in NBA history. Like, those are pearls of gold. But we were talking about the Blackhawks. So, you know what? Let's hope Connor Bedard can stay hot. Jose Tyler Bertucci, Lucas Reichel. Let's get these guys going. Frank Nazar. Let's get these guys going. I'd love to see a 4 to 6 goals scored today with dual assists. All right, with 2 assists on each goal. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll take an unassisted goal. I'm just saying I would like to see people helping out. I want to see that puck moving. All right, we were spoiled big time. Okay, big time. The way that the Hawks used to move that puck from 09 to 17, 18, maybe 16, 17. There goes a Warden CrossFit. The way the Hawks used to move that puck, it looked like it was a magnet on the end of each other's sticks. It was literally tape to tape, is what they call it. When you pass it, it lands directly on the tape of your teammate's stick. And we were spoiled. We were spoiled with the skill set of Jonathan Toews, of Patrick Kane, of Marian Hossa, of Patrick Sharp. Okay? And we're trying to get back to that. All right? We have a couple guys who can do it, who can get up there. We got the Lucas Reichel. He's a youngster. Frank Nazar, another youngster. We obviously have the phenom in Connor Bedard. Now we just got to keep getting more guys, and it's gonna take some time. But man, I really miss those tape-to-tape passes that the Blackhawks used to do on a consistent basis, night in and night out. But we're getting there. It's tough. It's tough going through a rebuild. It's tough when we have seen the Blackhawks reach the mountaintop 3 times, should have been 4. Okay? It's tough to see, okay, let's get back up there, and this isn't working, that isn't working, and you fire your head coach in the middle of the season. It's tough. It's tough as fans because we want that, what we saw before. We saw it in the 2010s. That's what we want. Want to see that again. We feel we have the guy. We have our new Patrick. I was going to say Patrick Sharp. I hope we don't have the new Patrick Sharp. There was a lot of rumors about him going around, but we had our new Patrick Kane and Connor Bedard. Highly skilled, highly talented. Let's get some guys around them. That's what we need. Keeping it moving, baby. Yesterday, the Cubs finished up Cactus League season. They beat they beat the Atlanta Braves, the Bravos. 4-2 at Sloan Park. Ben Brown, he got the start. He has no decision. 4 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 free pass, 4 punch outs. Dansby Swanson was 2 for 2 with a double, his 4th of the spring, driving in his 2nd RBI of the season. And then Brendan McGeary, I want to say. I don't want to screw his name up. I think it's Brendan McGeary. I'm sorry, Hayden Hayden McGeary was 1 for 2. He hit a homer, his second of the spring, driving in his 6th and 7th runs of the season. Good stuff for Brendan. And then Carter Trice, he went 2 for 2, driving in his first RBI of the spring. Cubs don't have far to travel. The next top of the morning topic, they don't have far to travel. The Cubs stay in Arizona. Face the Diamondbacks for opening day mañana. First pitch is at 9:10 Central Time. You can catch that game on the Marquee Network or listen to it on their flagship station, 670 a.m. The probables for tomorrow. Justin Steele's on a bump for the Northsiders, going up against Zach Gallen for the D-backs. Hope springs eternal. The next top of the morning topic, opening day tomorrow, baby. The White Sox host the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim at the rate. But they changed it now. It's not guaranteed rate. It's the rate. First pitch is at 3:10 p.m. You can catch that game on Chicago Sportsnet or listen to it on their flagship station, ESPN 1000. That's 1000 a.m. The probables for tomorrow's game, you say Kikuchi. Kikuchi. Pause. No Diddy. Kikuchi. Kikuchi's on the bump for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And Sean Burke gets his first opening day start of his career. He's on the bump for the good guys. Rick said, "What's up with Lonzo? Is he coming back soon?" Yeah, he was practicing the other day. It was his wrist. He was practicing, he was shooting, so he should be back soon. Patty Laird's in the house. What's up, man? How are you? She goes, what up? Morning, Sean. Good morning, Patty. You're a fool, King Booker World. Already my favorite pitcher, Kikuchi. You are crazy. Foster covers Hawks T fans in the late 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Then the two Utes. The Utes. What's a Ute? Did you say Ute? You mean the two youths? That's what I'm talking about. They came in, they got 3, got screwed in LA. Could have been 4. They didn't get screwed. It's just that the puck went off Nick Leddy's jersey as a shot from the left wing. Puck went off Nick Leddy's jersey, redirected right past crowbar to the back of the end zone in Game 7, the overtime in the Western Conference Finals. So they didn't get screwed. It was just freaking luck of the draw, man. They went on to beat New York. They did a smackdown on that candy ass. And the Blackhawks, that would have given them 13, 14, and 15. That would have been the equivalent of the Oilers back in the 80s. That would have given them 4. I think the Oilers won 5. But to win back-to-back in this era of free agency, I mean, remember, Marion Hossa came in 2010. In 2009, in 2008 and 2009, remember, Marion Hossa went to 3 consecutive Stanley Cup finals. In the first 2 years on the wrong side. He was on Detroit, I want to say, against Pittsburgh, and then Pittsburgh won. And then in 2009, he was on Pittsburgh. They played Detroit again in the Stanley Cup, and then Detroit won. So he was on the wrong side both years. Then he comes here in 2010. And that's when the magic happened, baby. That's when it all happened. But yeah, that's funny. Utes. What's a Ute? Top of the morning, Theo Shawn. Monica's watching. Good morning, Monica. How are you, mama? Freaking Gretzky, dude. He was awesome. You know what? I never met Gretzky. I met all the other guys. Remember, I worked as I worked as an Andy Frayne usher. I was there when Gretzky when they played the Oilers. Oh, Gretzky was crazy. He set up shop in his office behind the net. And people are talking about Alexander Ovechkin right now, chasing Gretzky's goal record. This is how great the great one was. Like, there's certain things. Like in NBA, Michael's a man, period. End of story. In hockey, Gretzky's a man. Period. If you take away all of Gretzky's goals, he had his entire career, he'd still be the leading scorer in NHL history. Still be the leading scorer in NHL history. How freaking insane is that? Yeah, they came to play. That was the game. The game. I was in the second balcony at the old barn. I let my cousin Lalito, his buddy Richie, and he brought one more guy with him that day. My buddy Jay Yusa. Big shout out to Jay Yusa. He's another Rita guy, Rita grad school, Rita grammar school, Rita high school. He worked the players gate. And when he found out I was working, he invited me over, come on over right before your shift every time. He's like, man, if you ever need get anyone in, just let me know. He goes, I'll get some tickets and we'll be fine. Like, all right, cool. So my cousin loved hockey. Mexican guy loved hockey. And that was the game where Dennis Savard, I forgot who the goalie was, gets the rebound, takes it up the ice, goes around all 5 Oilers, does a spin around on front of the net, beats Grant Fuhrer right where Mama puts the peanut butter top shelf. And that place, the old barn, the Madhouse on Madison, that was the loudest place I had ever been in my life. In my freaking vida, bro. That was insane. The craziness. The building was shaking, and I couldn't hear myself scream. I tried to scream because it was so loud. Like, let me see if I can hear myself. And I was like, I couldn't even hear myself scream. That's how loud it was. Yes, Foster. Yes, you know it. The building shaking. Dude, that shit used to shake. That was crazy. Agreed. Whew, those are some good times, man. The Bears had a signing, nothing too crazy. Nick McLeod, he's a cornerback, more of a special teams guy though. All right, he's a cornerback. They signed him to a 1-year deal. All right, they're adding depth because they understand. Special teams, the third phase of the game, is extremely, extremely important. And we here who had Devin Hester for so many years understand the importance of kick returning and especially covering kicks. Because we had a guy who was the best to ever do it. We had a guy here. So we understand the importance of it. We need guys. And while he was doing that, you got to remember, there were guys on that team who were strictly special teamers. Let me take this picture down. There were guys on that team who were strictly special teamers. Yes, their position was a linebacker. Their position was cornerback. But Brendan Iambadejo, Corey Graham, these guys were predominantly special teamers, and they relished that role. So we're trying to find other guys who relish the role of special teams, who want to go down there and make a tackle on kickoffs, on punts, or block for the kickoff returner, punt returner. Because there's a special sense of pride. Because listen, kick returners don't return that shit to the house by themselves. You got 11 jokers coming, flying. Now not flying anymore. It's what's the new kickoff rule? But you still got 11 jokers coming at you. Need help. So, good depth move for the Bears. Good depth move. All right, and I know we're going to talk more Bears after the next break. But man, I'm fired up. You know, they're starting. This is really scary for us as Bears fans. Foster says McLeod's going to be useful. He's got some skills the Bears can use. Yes, Rick, Wilbur Marshall demanded that he play special teams. Yes. Almost forgot about that. Yeah. Wilbur Marshall he had some screws loose, bro. He wanted to seek and destroy. Seek and destroy. That's all he wanted to do. See ball, get ball. See ball, hit ball. And the classic was when he hit the Rams quarterback. It wasn't Eric Hipple. It was goodness. Who was the Lions quarterback that was the perfect picture of him in the air? He looked like he was levitated. He came through, he put his face mask in his chest. Quarterback was like, and was laying. And whoever that photographer was got that picture. Ferguson. Was he number 12? Man, that photographer, you talk about being ready for the moment. I tell you, it looked like a magic trick. The way he was hovering over the ground, about a good 6-8 inches over the ground, flat. That was Wilbur Marshall. Yeah, it was. Ferguson was 12. Yeah, Wilbur. Yeah, that was the problem with Jimmy Mack. Dude, Jimmy Mack, that's a leader. He said even Jimmy Foster says even Jimmy Mack offered to play on kickoffs just to hit someone. I know that was kibosh. You're like, yeah. Sit your ass down, Jimmy. Sit your ass down, Jimmy. Why do you think every time they score, what did he do? He went and headbutted his offensive lineman. That's how crazy he was. But I'll tell you what, that was a leader. Everybody rallied around him. You know why? Because he gave up his own personal success for the team's success. If you don't know, Jim McMahon Jim McMahon would love to play in this NFL right now. He was a gunslinger at BYU. Set tons of passing records at BYU. Comes to the Bears. They ask him to turn around the hands to the greatest to ever do it in Walter Payton. So you can see why some people might have a problem with that. I get it if he would have, but he didn't. He's a team player. He knew he had Walter. He's like, oh, I bet. You know, I mean, look. Passes to McKinnon. Passes to Galt. Passes to Emery Moorhead. All right. Dennis Gentry coming out of the backfield. All right. Jim McMahon was a gunslinger. He gave up individual success for that of the team. That's crazy. That's a leader. Yeah, FGB and Charles Martin, that son of a bitch. Foster says Steve Young credits McMahon for making him an NFL quarterback. Also said McMahon was the best he ever saw to read a defense. Jim McMahon, hey, don't get the craziness confused, man. He was intelligent. He was a very, very smart quarterback. And people don't give him that credit because of his craziness, the Roselle headband, the sticking the tongue out at Ditka on the sideline, all the craziness, the sunglasses, all the the eccentric things, the mooning of the helicopter. All those eccentric things, you forget this dude was smart. His football IQ was through the roof. Junior, you ain't lying, boy. Said the old lineman would have run through a brick wall for McMahon. You're damn right. Because that's who he kicked it with. That's who he kicked it with. That's who he hung out with, the Hogs. Plankster. He said Rick Gonzalez. He goes 100%. FGB and Charles Martin. I remember watching that game too. And I really wanted someone to go in and take his knee out. I wanted somebody to go and take that Mother Hubbard's knee out. King Book of World. Charles Barkley, East Corner of the Cops a long way. That's crazy. Some NFL news. Keep this. Woo, Charlie. The New York Giants, the New York Football Giants, apparently signing Russell Wilson to a 1-year, $21 million deal with $10 million guaranteed. Some musical chairs. Where does Aaron Rodgers go? Does that mean he goes to Pittsburgh? Does Pittsburgh want him? Do they want to put up with his bullshit and his declining skills? That's the question. Pittsburgh's the only spot left that needs a quarterback. They got 2 stud receivers. They just traded for DK Metcalf. In addition to George Pickens, you got 2 stud receivers. You need a quarterback. You don't want to give a rookie quarterback that type of thing. Jameis and Russ going to fight over the pregame speech. Yeah. And they're both going to be corny. Rodgers at Pittsburgh then. Yeah, Rick, that's the only spot. Boston, you're a damn fool, too. Oh, man, I was screaming at the TV. You wanted to drive there and get Martin. Like, bust both his legs. Yeah, hung out with some nuts. Oh, man, that's awesome. You're a little older than me, so I wasn't that sadistic yet. That came some years down the line. I was mad as a Mother Hubbard, boy. Mad as a Mother Hubbard. Don't forget that one. Here's another one. According to Adam Schefter, Stephon Diggs, 3-year, $69 million deal with the New England Patriots with $26 million guaranteed. Listen, Stephon Diggs is a baller. Stephon Diggs is a baller. He was hurt last year and only had, 400-something yards? Every other season, he had 1,000 yards. So you go give Drake May Stephon Diggs, he may do for him what he did for Josh Allen in Buffalo. That could be the effect. Of Stephon Diggs going to New England. You give your young quarterback a stud receiver. And the last top of the morning topic before we go to break, this one hurt, man. This one hurt. Juju Watkins tore her ACL in the round of 32 games on Monday, and she will miss the remainder of the season. This is in the first quarter. If you saw that highlight, man, holy sheesh. Her, she's coming up the court, the right side of the court, and her right knee just buckles in. Man, that stinks. She broke Caitlin Clark's record for the most points as a freshman last year in the history of the NCAA. She is second as the most points women's basketball after 2 seasons. And who knows how many more games she would have had and how far I don't know who she's behind. She may have been able to get that. But, hey, speedy recovery. It's Wednesday. She probably had her surgery yesterday or today. It's because they get those shits done quick. You start rehabbing. Question for her. Let me take this down. The question I have for her is how mentally tough is she? All right. That's a whole different kind of toughness, man. I was fortunate, knock on wood, to never have to go through rehab like that alone. No, rehab. I never went to rehab. I shouldn't say that. I had a knee scope. I was back in 3 weeks. But a long, arduous process of an ACL. And mind you, the advancements in modern technology, modern medicine have really shortened the recovery time for ACLs, and that's great. But there's still going to be those early mornings, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, and everybody's sleeping. You're up at the rehab center. All right? Running on a treadmill, incline, speed, shuffles, side to side, left to right. Okay, then you're going to have jumps, then you're going to have squats, then you're going to have single, as you get, your knee gets stronger, you're going to have single leg stuff. And it's going to be tough, man. And, hats off. Man, I hope. Yeah. I wish her the best because I want to see her do well. Jaden Daniels' mother's voodoo doll worked on Juju. Yeah, did you see that? Now, it's tough to talk about. It's tough to see because we don't know when those pictures were taken. So if you don't know what we're talking about, there was a picture. Jaden Daniels was at a hoops game, an NCAA tournament game, and he's sitting next to Juju Watkins. At the end of the aisle was Jaden Daniels' mom. Next seat was Jaden Daniels, and directly to his right was Juju Watkins. And they showed, and they're talking, they're laughing. Jaden Daniels is smiling, they got a big smile. They both have big smiles on their faces. Then they go back and they show, and Jaden Daniels' mom is now in the middle of both of them. And you can tell they're both pretty freaking annoyed. They are both annoyed. And I was like, it's tough to determine when those were taken because you don't know. But if she jumped in between the middle of them, because she's hardcore, she's his man, she's his agent, his manager, the whole nine, and she's protecting her son. But you also have to realize this ain't no gold digging girl. She got her own money. She's at AT&T. She got a whole bunch of different national endorsements. Think of all the local endorsements she has. All the national ones we see her on now. AT&T phone, that's a huge one. And there's another one as well. Gatorade, if I'm not mistaken. Nike. She don't need Jaden's money. She got her own. Cue up Neo. She got her own thing. That's why I love her. Miss Independent. I just saw Neo last week or 2 weeks ago with MJB. But I think that was embarrassing for Jaden. Junior and Mondo, his son, are on a text thread. And oh no, this was from Jason Palmer. Sorry, from Jay. Dude, she embarrassed him. He's gonna get called mama's boy. His teammates are gonna give him shit, and his opponents are gonna give him shit. His opponents are gonna give him shit. Every time they tackle him, where's your mama now, bitch? Where's your mama now? Too bad your mama couldn't get between me and you. Get in between me and you, so I couldn't sack you. All the shit he's gonna get. But the young man's 21, 22, 23 years old. You should have raised him to the point where he's good. You should have raised him to the point, and I get it, young athletes make dumb decisions, but it's not like this is a gold-digging girl. She's got her own stuff. I can see if she was some Instagram model that wanted to get flown out. I could see that. I could see it 100%. No. No questions or qualms whatsoever. This is a girl who got her own stuff, man. Her NIL deals are going to be more than her WNBA contract. And that's the question. When can she come out? Can she come out after next season? Can she get redshirted? Because you got to be out 3 years. So does she want to come out next year? Is there stock? How's she going to play mentally? Is she going to be able to play back the way she played before? Because she's going to have a knee brace. Because the biggest problem, the biggest issue, the biggest hurdle you have to deal with when you're dealing with an ACL is the mental one. You don't trust the stability of your knee. Because you might tweak it a little bit. You might, and you feel it and you give up. And not give up, but you favor it. So her mindset going into this rehab, and then as she attacks, the ramp up, it's going to be huge. I mean, she's going to have to stay shooting. Free throws. When she can, when it's light work, she's going to have to make sure she got that jump shot down. So thoughts and prayers, not hats. Thoughts and prayers go out to Juju Watkins. That's a tough deal for that young lady, but it's one she can easily come back from. It's going to take some, I shouldn't say easy. She can definitely come back from. All right. If she's a dog that we think she is by her play on the court, she'll attack the rehab the same way. Foul C, what up, baby? Checking in. Said, what does mom say or do? So they're at a college basketball game, and he was sitting next to Juju Watkins. His mom was to his left on the aisle seat. He was next to her, and Juju Watkins was next to him. And then they cut back, and they showed a different picture, and his mom is sitting between him and Juju Watkins, and they both look annoyed. So, yeah, they both look annoyed. This is before she tore her ACL. They both looked annoyed, like, man. So Muggs is going to clown him. His own teammates are going to clown him, but someone else is going to clown. His opponents are going to clown him as well. Foster says Juju can do it. She seems so determined. She does. She gets it. All right, well, listen, we're gonna take a break. On the other side of the break, we got some Bears to talk. All right, so don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Brian Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face.
Hey, bud, what you doing?
I'm playing with cars.
Cars? Can you show me what a car does? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. First of all, this is a school zone. So you need to put down your cell phone, stop texting, and let's get to driving. Now you're coming up to a stop sign, right? You need to slow down and stop before you hit that Y line. I want you to look left, right, left. You don't want to get hit by a car going on your left and to your right to make sure you don't get sideswiped by a guy coming from your right. You're coming, and you see a crosswalk. You better slow your horses down because the #1 rule of driving is always yield to pedestrians. Now stop, pull over, and you are done driving. Gosh, what do they teach you kids in school nowadays?
There's Russell, 10 on the shot clock. Iriafin on the switch. Tied it up, took it away. More great defense from the Trojans, and Watkins goes down hard, and she's grabbing her right knee, quickly grimacing in pain. Tillman is the athletic trainer for USC. She was the first one out there. Lindsey Gottlieb wasn't far behind, but more medical personnel out to attend to Juju Watkins. Juju's face telling the story and being carried off the court, opposite end from the USC locker room. We have Holly Rowe here, of course. The second she hears something, it will be shared, but a lot of anxious moments here.
Wow. Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of ESPN. If you saw her right knee just buckle in, man, that's tough. That's a tough one. But listen, we all have to deal with adversity at some point in our lives, and this is hers. This is one of her adverse situations she's got to deal with, right? And you can never really appreciate success until you in the highs, until you hit the valleys and the lows. And this is a low. This is a valley for her. This is a low for her. And she's got to dig deep, and she's gonna find out what she's made of. She's going to really find out what she's made of in this rehab. I wish her the best, man. Nothing but the best for that young lady. You know, she got the world at her fingertips. But you know what? Sometimes we need to be brought back to earth. I don't know how she is. I don't know if she's a diva, a snob, kind of. I don't. She could be the nicest girl in the world. I don't know. I really don't. So I'm not going to speak ill of her. I'm just going to say that God doesn't give us stuff that we can't handle. Okay, because this might make her a better player. Freaking go believe that. Holy she comes out, if she comes back better after this, holy cow. Right, maybe she comes an even better passer, a facilitator, in addition to her ability to score. That'd be nasty. Okay, but we all have our things to go through, and this is hers. God bless her. All right, I pray for her. I hope she does well. I hope she attacks this thing like I think she will when she comes back next year. Because I'd say 8 months. Yeah, now you're looking at toward the end of the year. So maybe she'll come back around Thanksgiving. Okay? Because like I said, they're going to have the surgery quick, fast, if they haven't had it already. I remember when guys in college, they got their knees torn up or their shoulder torn up and they had to have surgery. It was like the next day. So that was Monday. They got the MRI, or they knew it was that particular point. So they might have said, okay, Tuesday, we'll schedule it for tomorrow. So it might be today. But I'm sure I'm 100% confident that her surgery is this week. 100% confident. All right, they want to get it done, get her back, get the swelling down, get her back to rehab as soon as possible. Okay, because like I said, 8 months, that'll put you at 11. We're in March. Put you at the end of 11. So right around the Thanksgiving tournament, okay, is when she will, or Christmas or just early December is when she'll probably be back. Again, thoughts and prayers to that young lady because she is a baller. She's a baller, baby. So listen, I know I mentioned it before, but I need you guys to give me some mock drafts. Make sure you follow me on Facebook. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. If you have a mock, send it to me via Instagram or on Facebook via Messenger. All right, send me your mocks. I want to do that segment. Are you mocking me? All right, it's going to be dope. Steve's putting together an intro for it, and it's going to be pretty dope. All right, we can go back and forth and debate. Just all speculation because we don't know shit. We don't know what they're going to do. We honestly don't. We have our own ideas of what we want them to do, what we feel they should do. We got no clue. And that's okay. Yeah. Keep your head up, Juju. Yeah, she has to. Chris, what's up, Papa? Hey, listen, sorry I couldn't make it last night, bro. My gout was kicking in crazy. Look at how big my wrist is all swollen and shit. That was the doctor. I got to go to the doctor today. Yeah, so at 1 o'clock, after I pick up the ward, and I got to go to the doctor and have her take a look at it, give me some meds. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Rick says, what do you think of trading back, Shawn? I'm okay with it if the situation fits. If the situation fits, I'm okay with it. By the situation fits mean I say if Mason Graham's gone. Obviously, Abdul Carter's gone. All right, Will Campbell's gone. Kelvin Banks is gone. You know. Thanks, Chris. Damn, bro, that's messed up. You heal up, brother. I will, man. I will. Some of those, if say your first 6 guys are gone, okay, because Gentry will probably be gone too. Like I said, I don't want Gentry, but if you took him, I could make an argument for it. I could easily make an argument for drafting Gentry. I don't want that. The best thing that can happen is someone trades up into the draft, into the top 10 for another quarterback. Jackson Dart, come on down. Somebody jump up and trade for Jackson Dart. That puts everybody down. It's 3 quarterbacks. 1, 2, 3. That's Abdul Carter. All right, there's Travis Hunter. That's 5. They got the cornerback. Was it Will Johnson, the guy from Michigan? At 6. So we got 3 more people in front of us. We got 3 more people in front of us to get it. If it happens where all those guys are gone, then yeah, trade back. Get another draft pick. Ideally, I'd want them to stay at 10. Chris says, I want Kenneth Grant. We need another young DT. Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's first round material. I'd say easily second. If you get him at 39 or 41, that's a great get. Kenneth Grant's nice. And let's be realistic. Let's keep it a buck. Whoever you bring on that D line is going to have mentorship. What did we talk about earlier? Guys having mentors, guys having crazy vests, older vests on his team to show you how to win. You're going to have, if they draft a D lineman, especially a 3-tech, you got Grady Jarrett, a guy who's been doing it for 10 years at a high level. He's already working out with Gervon Dexter, Austin Booker, guys down there in Miami. And I'm wondering what's up with Billings. I don't remember he tore a pec. I wonder where he's at in his rehab. But you got this guy, you got Grady Jarrett already working out with his soon-to-be teammates. And he hasn't played it down for the Bears yet. It's leadership. And he said it in his intro presser. I'm looking to share my knowledge with anyone who wants it. Anyone who will listen. Okay. That's a Mother Hubbard that I want to listen to if I'm a D tackle. That's the dude I want to, whatever he does, however he walks, however he shits, however he eats, however he scratches his ass, I don't care. Whatever he does, I want to imitate it. The way Kobe imitated Mike. Chris says, Kenneth Grant is absolutely first-round talent. Trust me, being a Michigan guy, Mason wouldn't look as good without Grant. Oh, okay. If he does, he might sneak in at the bottom of the first round. No, I know what you meant without Grant. Yeah. I think he could be very helpful. See, because let's not forget, you're not a finished product. First of all, you've never played in the NFL when you're drafted. You never played in the NFL, so you don't know where you're going to be. You need, and remember, and this is why you got to listen to people like me. Remember, how many times have I said the most important coaching that you get when you go up from high school to college to pro? The most important coaching you get is your first year, first 2 years, but especially that first year. Especially that first year. And if you get a Kenneth Grant to be around a Grady Jarrett, you can pencil that Mother Hubbard in for some Pro Bowls. Let's keep it a buck. You can pencil that Mother Hubbard in for some Pro Bowls. You might be able to pencil Gervon Dexter in for a Pro Bowl or two. You might. Gervon Dexter just got to get nastier. He's such a nice guy. Every time I interviewed him in the locker room after games, he's such a nice, mild-mannered guy. King Booker Wilson said, Kobe had Jordan down even to the tone of voice. Yeah. Hey, he said, hey, listen, this is the greatest to ever do it. Let me imitate him and see where I can go. Kobe's arguably the second best player in the history of the game. Definitely top 5. He said, that's why I trade back, wouldn't draft him at 10. Would you draft him at 19? If you drop back that far, if he's still there? 15? How far back would you go, Chris? And still think he could be there? Oh, you said Brashad Smith. He said running back keep an eye on is Brashad Smith. Where did he go to school? Did he go to SMU? Look at some Brashad Smith tape, bro. That dude from SMU is nice. Are you saying Brashad Smith with the SMU or him and the dude from SMU are nice? So I'll look into it a little later. I'm gonna look at some film when I get back from the doctor today. Oh, he went to SMU. Okay, cool. Listen, I know a lot of people gave me shit, but I like Caleb Johnson. I do. I like Caleb Johnson. I like the guys, the both of those guys, or Omarion Hampton. I like both of those guys from Ohio State. I like Caleb Johnson. He's a bigger guy, 6'1", 220. And the thing I like about him is he forces a lot of missed tackles. He makes people miss. Remember, we had the last guy out of the state of Iowa used to make people miss. That's David Montgomery. David Montgomery didn't have wheels. Remember, David Montgomery went to the Footwork King. He showed all his offseason workouts, and he got much faster. So I don't think Caleb Johnson is a home run hitter, but you can work on training for speed. I like Caleb, guy. I'm okay with him in pass pro. Travion Henderson as well. I'm okay with him in pass pro, and he's got speed like a mother hubber. That's one thing you ain't got to worry about Travion Henderson, boy. That mug got some speed. Speed. Chris said he would trade back to the late teens, early 20s for Kenneth Grant. Okay. I'm liking. I still personally looking at O-line, D-line. Okay. Preferably O-line with their first pick. And then if you want 2 defensive linemen in the second round, cool. If you want an offensive defensive lineman in the second round, cool. If you want an offensive lineman and running back, cool. In the second round, I'm cool. I want a very, very Foster type of running back. Hell yeah, I remember him, number 29 for the Steelers. Possibly pick up a second or third rounder. Yeah. Make sure it's in this year's draft, too. There's a lot of good options. You know, one of the guys that I really like, and I haven't done any deep dive in his tape yet, is Ursery, the young man out of Minnesota. I got to do a deeper dive into him. I got to check out some of his film. Arionette. Ursery. What's his first name? His first name. I'm going to give him crazy ass first name. Ursery is his name. Ariante. There you go. Ariante Ursery from Minnesota. To me, in watching him, just in watching him in the combine, in his interviews, he's got the right attitude. That's the start. They got to have the talent. And there was a survey done. The Big Ten players at the end of the season said, who was the toughest guy? Who was the guy that gave you most problems? Many of the defensive linemen said Ariante Ursery. Many of the defensive linemen in the Big Ten said Ursery. Is he a first-round pick? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he'll be in there in the second round. Maybe. He might. But are you okay going with explosive back in the first round? I'm not. But see, Marion Hampton, 6 feet, 220. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. 6 feet, 220. That's what I'm talking about. Give me a nice size back. He doesn't have to be 4'2", 4'3". He runs a 4.46. I'm good with it. Vertical, 38. Good explosion. Broad jump, 10-10. 20-yard shuttle, 4.4. 18 reps on the bench. 38-inch vertical, 10-10 broad jump, and 1.4 in a 10-yard split. Pretty explosive. Now, if you take him, again, I can argue for that. I don't want it, but I can argue for it because give me a back. I need a back different than DeAndre Swift. And DeAndre Swift surprised me big time. I've said it multiple times. Surprised me big time last year. I didn't think he'd be able to run between the tackles. I didn't think he'd be able to run between the tackles. Against the Rams, up the middle, hurdles a dude falling down, takes it to the house, right up the gut. There are plenty of plays last season where he right up the gut. I didn't think he had it in him. And, of course, he had some nice runs outside. Remember a couple of them. Braxton Jones had a nice kill shot on one of the guys. Braxton Jones knocked two guys out on another one. He hit the dude. As he fell, his leg swung around and tripped the safety coming over, the linebacker coming over. Got him out of the way. DeAndre Swift took it to the house. So Chris is saying, give me Grant, Simmons. You're talking about the old tackle from Ohio State. Simmons and Travion Henderson. Those are your first three picks, huh? So you want two Ohio State guys, huh? Okay. Simmons, that's the tackle from Ohio State, if I'm not mistaken, right? He's another one that gave people problems. Yes, sir. He's another dude that gave people problems in college, in the Big Ten. And let's be honest, I don't need any more Southern Utah type project players. I don't. Stop that nonsense. Give me some dude from the big boys. I want an SEC guy. I want a Big Ten guy. I want an ACC guy. I don't want a whack guy. I don't want a South Big Sky guy. No. Not at those key positions. Now, if you find a guy that you can, on the defensive side from a small school who's got some traits, okay. But don't give me any smaller guys from You know, and it's still, that's even with what old boy's name, the dude who got hurt from Yale. What the hell's his name? Kid from Hinsdale. Now it evades me. Someone will put it up in a second. Don't give me any more projects. Don't give me any more guys that are hurt. Kieran Amagaji, there you go. No more of those guys. Stop trying to be the smartest guy in the room. When you got guys who are playing against guys who are going to be playing on Sunday, those are the guys I want you to choose from. You got guys who defenders say, he's a problem for me to get by. Those are the guys I want you to choose from. Now, Braxton Jones has been serviceable. He's been above average. And I think he's hit his ceiling. Now, if you want to stay with him another year, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. But next year, you better looking at a left tackle. How many of you are cool with Will Campbell? See, everyone talks about Will Campbell's arm length. Listen. What you want to do in the NFL draft is you always want to break guys down. He didn't come from the WAC. He didn't come from the Big Sky. He didn't come from the MAC. He came from the SEC. Florida, Alabama, Georgia. Some straight baller programs, blue blood programs. If he can handle those guys, I would like to see if he can handle the next level. He might not, but I give him a shot. I agree with you, Chris. I want to see what Kieran can do as well. He might be a guard. He might be better at guard. And if you kick him in, cool. I would love to see what Kieran Amagaji can do. Very, very athletic, young, long. You move him at guard, get him out of the. You get him pulling like you had Braxton Jones. What if you have a counter with those two coming around? Kieran Amagaji kicking out the right defensive end, Braxton Jones turning it up in the hole. No diddy. I want to see what this youngster can do. Well, you got two veterans that you're playing behind. Fight. That's the reason I love football so much. And sports in general. It's competition. Competition. You feel you should play, you want more time, Kieran? Show it on the field. Show it on the field. I know JonahJackson's going to get the start. Joe Tunney's going to get the start. Okay. You bust your ass in practice. You make it difficult for them not to play you, not to give you a series here, a series there. Because you're a hell of a lot cheaper than Joe Tunney and JonahJackson. A hell of a lot cheaper. If you can do the job that they're doing or pretty close, they might cut bait with them and say, here you go, son, you earned it. Now you just saved a shitload of money on the cap. And I apologize to Ryan Poles for going to get this dude out of Yale. I don't have a problem apologizing when I'm wrong or saying I was wrong. I don't. Some people do. I don't know everything, but I do know a lot. But people are talking about Tyler Warren. I don't see that happening, and here's why. You just got Durham Smythe. Okay, you had Cole Kmet. You have Cole Kmet under contract. You just got Smythe. Smythe is more of a blocking tight end, which will allow Cole Kmet to get out more. I did spend the night at Holiday Inn once. What are you, Chingy? Are you chingy, Chris? You know, the one thing I want, and this is all of this is to say, I want to give Caleb the best opportunity for him to succeed. The one thing I want to see Caleb do this year, if not this year, then next year, but on a consistent basis, he's going to have to learn. He's got happy feet from last year. He knows they got three new, a completely revamped interior offensive line. I want to see him drop back and be flat-footed. A song was a hit, Chris. I used to bump that shit. I used to bump that joint. I want to see Caleb get back there and just sit there and have time to survey the field. Maybe slide up a little bit. But I want to see him flat-footed. We saw Tom Brady. We saw Peyton Manning for years drop back and be flat-footed. Why? Because they have protection. And I don't care who you are. If you give a quarterback 5 or 6 seconds, they're going to pick you apart. At that level, they'll pick you apart. So if you're a starter, not a backup, a starter. Some backups might be able to pick you apart too. But if you're a starter in the NFL and you get 5 or 6 seconds to throw, they will pick you apart all day long. That's what we need. I need Caleb to be able to pick people apart because he's got time. First read, second read, third read, fourth read, outlet. Or run. Because if you can do that, and here's the other way you do it. You run the goddamn ball. And the great part is, Ben Johnson knows this. Remember how many times last year or the last 2 years did I say, give me 30 carries? Give me 30-plus carries for our offense, and we'll win the game. Remember that? Last year with Caleb, the year before with Justin. Give me 30 carries from your running backs, and we will win the game. 30-plus, and we'll win the game. More often than not, when they had 30 carries, they won the game. Now, they had a 10-game losing streak, 14-game losing streak. So you couldn't really run the ball very much. But in games where they're able to stay close and they're able to keep or score first, they're able to run the ball, and they could win. King Booker World says, hot take, Deo will lead the team in sacks. Okay. Montez Sweat, he's calling you out, Papa. He's calling you out, Montez Sweat. Well, actually, I think Montez Sweat was down there working out with him, too. King Booker World's calling you out, Montez Sweat. And now here's the great part. You got no excuses. You got no excuses, Montez Sweat. You're going to be singled up a lot. Maybe chipped by a tight end. Okay. You're going to be singled up a lot. You know why? When Andrew Billings comes back and he's at full strength, he demands a double team. Grady Jarrett at full strength. Well, he's not even hurt. Grady Jarrett, he deserves to be double teamed. That's 4 of your 5 offensive linemen, and we haven't even got to the ends yet. But you got to keep someone in already. You're going to get that. Pick your poison. Who are you going to double team on this offensive line? Because if they double team Montez Sweat, Grady Jarrett's going to eat. He's going to feast. Billings will be right behind him. Deo's going to be right behind him. You want to double team Deo? Sweat eats. You want to double team Sweat? Deo eats. You can't double team everybody. That's 4 guys. You can't double team. That's 8 guys you need if you want to double team everybody. 9 a quarterback and 2 guys going out in the route. Not happening. King Booker was obviously swept because he had a hole in his shin this year. Just. GYST. Yeah, stop getting these little sissy-ass injuries. You get kicked in the shin. Like, do we need to have you wear little fucking shin guards like soccer players? Is that what we need? Is that what we need? So your shin doesn't hurt? Oh, they're really light. I can tell you that. They're really light. If soccer players run up and down the court with them for 90 plus minutes, you'll be good with it. Wear some shin guards. I need some sacks out of you, Sweat. I need some pressures out of you, Sweat. I need some quarterback hits out of you, Sweat. I need quarterbacks looking, oh shit, he's free again. I need that on a weekly basis. But shit, he's free. I can't go anywhere. Why? Because Grady Jarrett's up the middle. Andrew Billings is up the middle. And I got Deo coming on the other side. This is the line that they built. Oh, get your shit together. I agree. They gave you all that money, $96 million. Let me see it. And now you got some bona fide ballers. You got some bona fide ballers on your defensive line. Sweat should have a Sweat guy. Just isn't a jag bag. Give me a jag bag. Give me a guy who got that edge, that grit. Like Grady Jarrett. We don't have those guys. I'm surprised they traded for this dude or signed him. Shit, do not play with my emotions, Chris. Do not. Do not play with my emotions, you mother Hubbard. I'd consider trading up for him at 4. If someone comes up and takes Jackson Dart at 3, she. Damn right I'd trade up for that mother Hubbard. You want a game wrecker? There you go. Think of the NASCAR package you could have with if you drafted Carter. Think of the NASCAR package you could have. You'd have Montez Sweat, Dayo Onbadengo, Austin Booker, and Abdul Carter. Think of that NASCAR package. You got those mother Hubbards in there. It's 3rd and 8. They ain't running. Pin your ears back. Go get the quarterback. Go get him. I don't even know if I want to take Grady Jarrett out on one of those on 3rd and 8. Or put 5 defensive linemen in, take a linebacker out, and we're bringing it. Imagine that. Austin Booker, Dayo and Obadengo, Grady Jarrett, Abdul Carter, and Montez Sweat. Ain't no one double team. You can't double team anybody. If you do, you're taking the guy out of the route. So if he falls to 5, Chris, hell yeah, I'm trading him. I'm trading up for him. He is a wrecker. He is a game wrecker. There aren't very many game wreckers in this draft. There's some good defensive ends. He's a game wrecker. Wherever he is, you got to know where that mother Hubbard is every single play. Those are the type of guys you want. All right, hold on. All right, the mic is here. But where's Abdul Carter? All right, he's on the right. Know where that mother Hubbard is every single play. And put him under the tutelage of Grady Jarrett? Come on, man. That's Dr. Frankenstein in a lab right there. Have him learn from Grady Jarrett? Come on now. You talking monsters that you want a return to the monsters of the Midway? There you go. Because if I can bring just 4 people, or 5, and get home quick, They need the 85 package, 5 defensive linemen in at one time. That's why I said, dude, you cover everybody up. Nobody can get double teamed. No one can get double teamed. Got 5 offensive linemen, a quarterback who can't protect himself. That's 6. You got 5 guys going out in the field. We got 6 defensive backs. Rick said the rush up the middle will help Tez. I hope so. That Grady Jarrett rush, you're damn right it will. He's going to flush some dudes out. Run right into Montez Sweat. Watch. You know, Rick, first time it happens, I'll shout you out the next show. I'll shout you out on Monday. Like, Rick, we talked about it back in March. Rush up the middle, flush the quarterback out, right into Montez Sweat's arms. I'll remember that. Because I love what they've done with this defense. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And this helps Caleb Williams. This is a defense that I think is going to have a lot of 3 and outs, a lot of forced fumbles, a lot of TFLs, a lot of 3rd and 16s, a lot of turnovers. Right? Then it's out. Are you going to be a turnover machine? Are you going to preach that like Eberflus did? Because if you do, preach takeaways. With that front, that pressure, if you do teach takeaways from your DBs, you insist on the peanut punch, face mask or helmet on the ball when you tackle. Get that ball out, get it around. Rick says, say we do get Mason. Who starts? I say Grady Jarrett. I don't think it's a three-down guy. He's got a lot of money for it. I don't think he's a 3-down guy. And the thing is, you can move Grady Jarrett to the nose, too. That's the cool part. You can put him over the nose. You can put him as a 1. He's a 3-tech, but he's short, stout, and powerful. You put him at the nose guard. Mason. It'll be a fight between Mason and Gervon Dexter. Although, again, I think Grady Jarrett's going to be more in passing situations than anything. Chris says, why are Detroit fans blaming Ben Johnson for the playoff loss? They scored 31 points. They usually have you win games. Yeah, it should. That's a defense that fell apart. Aaron Glenn. Scored 31 points. That should be a dub. Should be a dub. My guy Junior said, as a guard, I knew I couldn't let the DT get pressure because it disrupts the offense. Yeah. Junior was one of my personal protectors, bro, guys. And Junior was a nasty son of a bitch. Just so happened he was 5'8", 5'9", 5'10". But he had leverage. He was lower than the guys, and him and Caesar, my two guards. Yeah, you're not drafting to be a rotation piece. I mean, maybe initially. Maybe you start. Here's what you do. Maybe you start Grady Jarrett at the 3-tech. Okay. Then as the season goes on, you start pulling him and putting him in only in passing situations. Give Mason Graham some reps. Give him a series here, series there. Because I don't expect Mason Graham to come in and be a game changer at this level. There's a lot of things you got to learn. You're dealing with guys who are a lot stronger, and you just lost. You're at the combine 25 pounds lighter than your playing weight. Rick, you're damn right. The fact that we don't know who would start is a good sign for the D-line. Yes, it is, Doctor. Yes, it is. Dennis Allen's got to be the – I can't even go like Mr. Smithers. I can't even make a fist. Can't even make a fist. Oh, jeez. Whew. It's painful. We'll never get gout. And you know what that does, Rick, Chris? Chris said that's a great problem to have to see who starts. I love it. That creates competition. Step your game up, homie. Step your game up. Step your game up, young buck. You want some tick? Step it up. Compete, compete, compete. And you heard, and this is why I'm really becoming more and more enamored with Ben Johnson. When they asked him, like, what can you do to make training camp easier for Caleb and everything else? He goes, it's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard. You're supposed to learn. You're supposed to make mistakes. I need to correct you. So when you make mistakes, when you see that thing again, you have experience on how to do it now. It's not supposed to be easy. I loved it. I love when he said that. Yeah, baby, baby. He's cackling like a mad scientist with his little cat. With his little cat. A diabolical scientist. Because, you know, the only people who have cats are old women and villains. I can just see Dennis Allen. Yes, my pretty. Yes, yes. We're going to break this quarterback in half this week. He's not a mobile quarterback. We will break him in half. And he should be. I was going to give the Smithers, but I can't with this hand. I can't even. I'm going to go Smithers. Oh, it hurts. Rick's like, I got 4 cats. Don't hate. So you're not an old lady. So you must be a villain, Rick. Slick Rick, the villain. But this is what I see from our Bears. This is what I want from our Bears. We are in a phenomenal position. Phenomenal position. All right, to stay at 10. If a guy that we want falls, let's go Jackson Dart. Get someone trade up for him. Or we can just trade back. Acquire more picks. Get a Kenneth Grant, at 16, 18. That is Al's Dr. Claw. You're a damn fool, boy. Oh, my God. I'm telling you, boy. Thank you very much. He'll be here all week. Chris says, I want to see Caleb run more. Keep defenses up at night. Yes. Yes. I'm not asking you to do what Justin Fields did. I'm asking you to move the chains. That's it. That's it. Defenses are going to call perfect defenses against your plays every once in a while. They're going to be perfect. They're going to call a great defense to stop your route concept on that play. You got to run. You got to run to get to the first down marker and slide. You start sliding 1.5 yards after the first down. So I don't want them to say, well, he started to slide before the first down. No. Run. Because you know what's going to force them to do? Keep a spy. If you keep a spy, guess what? That's one less guy attacking the quarterback. One less guy in coverage. He's got to run. And I said that last year. And everyone was like, oh, he runs to pass. He only runs to pass the ball. He doesn't run like Justin. Like, no, well, sometimes you got to run to move the chains. It's debilitating when you have a great coverage. We have great coverage. It should be a coverage sack. You slip out, you run, you get a first down. Defense is exhausted because they should have got off the field, and they don't. If you missed it, on Monday, go back and check it out. I had Ben Johnson's former teammate at North Carolina, Michael Felder, cornerback, made a point to tell us that he picked off Ben in practice. College football analyst. He said the one thing he's going to make Caleb do is play in structure. And what have I talked about for every sport? Give me the fundamentals. If you can play, if you have strong fundamentals, you'll win more games than you lose. Just on being fundamentally sound. Just on being fundamentally sound. So when he's in structure and that play breaks down, all shit hits the fan. And it will. It's the NFL. Now you can go play out of structure and do what you do great. But everything has to be in structure. Structure first, and then go do crazy stuff. But then here's the biggest thing. He's got to understand when to do the crazy stuff and when to hang in there for another second or two and not get sacked. It's a delicate balance. It's going to be a delicate balance. And you only get experience by playing. But I think as long as he's fundamentally sound and playing in structure, like Michael Felder said, he's going to make Caleb do, I feel very confident. Very confident. Well, listen, guys, 3 hours has come and gone. Holy shnikes. 2 hours has come and gone. I want to thank you guys. This chat was freaking lit. Woo, Charlie. This chat was lit like a mother hubbard. Rick, Armando, Chris, King Booker World, Foster's, Patty, Monica, Black Diamond, back after extended tour of the East Orient and subcontinents. The Plankster. If I missed you, please, I apologize. Please forgive me. Levette, Foster Covers, Michonne, Jay Grizz, all you guys. Again, I appreciate the love. Thanks for tuning in. Great, great, great. The Plankster. Damn, that went quick. I know. Did it go fast? She went real fast. Hey, guys, we're going to replay this at 6 o'clock tonight. So if you missed any part of it, or you want to go back and check it out, do that. It'll be on at 6 o'clock again. You can check it out. And then on Friday, we'll talk a little more college basketball. Tournament will be back in action on Thursday, so we'll have some scores from Thursday's games, and the preview for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's games. It's the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8, Thursday and Saturday, Friday and Sunday. Thursday and Friday are the Sweet 16, Saturday and Sunday are the Elite 8 to get to the Final Four. But guys, do me a favor. Let your loved ones know you love them, because tomorrow is promised to no one. You know that. I say that all the time because it's so important that we do that. Make sure you send a text message or a voice memo to one of your peoples that you haven't seen in a while. Make their day. I got to go pick up the warden. I got to go to the doctor's office and get this hand checked out. Man, this hurts like a son of a gun. But listen, from everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, guys, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. You have a phenomenal day. I love you. Appreciate the love and the support. Your boy is out.